Hey guys, it's Eve. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna upload more Christmas videos and basically upload a lot more this month. I got distracted and did other stuff instead, so I didn't post anything. I really wanted to do a part 2 to this video because number 1, I had a lot filming it, and number 2, it did pretty well from my standards at least. But I decided I wanted to do a part 2 and I was gonna post it right before Christmas, but I thought Christmas is where all the drama happens, so I had to film this after 25th of December. That's what we're doing today. Today we're gonna be reading stories from Reddit and seeing if the original poster is the a-hole or not. Also, I cut my hair yesterday. It's shorter than I thought it was gonna be, but I think it's still cute. For now at least. Okay, let's go. First one. Am I the a-hole for telling my family they can't use Spanish on Christmas Day or my husband and I are not coming? Sounds problematic already. My female 35 family is Mexican and we live in Texas. Everyone in my family is bilingual and they tend to mix English and Spanish constantly. My siblings' spouses have all learned some Spanish, some better, some worse, but they can still participate in all conversations. I've been with my husband for 10 years. He took a few classes, but he found it too difficult and decided that he can't learn a language as it's his thing, just like math isn't it. What? That he can't learn a language as it's, I guess, not his thing, just like math isn't his thing, and he dropped it. Sounds like he didn't try hard enough. Every family gathering, there are a lot of them, he feels left out because everybody switches back and forth and he doesn't understand them. I have to translate for him and it really must be uncomfortable for him. This year he said he's not coming. He feels excluded, and even when he talks with non-Mexican spouses, they mix and match languages and he felt like it's to mock him because there's no need to. I called my mother and told her that they must promise not to speak Spanish because it's excluding my husband or we're not coming. My mother was angry. She told me they are not going to police their speech, that they were accommodating for the first few years, but he made no effort and it's ridiculous that he doesn't even try. I told her that he did try, but she knows it's difficult for him. She said that he's no longer invited and I can come on my own. I was really angry and repeated my ultimatum. This didn't go down well. My whole family is pissed off. My husband is on my side and I don't know anymore. Am I the a-hole for giving them the ultimatum? You are the a-hole. First of all, it should be a red flag that your husband didn't even want to try. I mean, I guess he attempted to start, but it doesn't sound like he put a lot of time into trying. If your other family members' spouses are able to learn Spanish and use it in conversation, I think your husband needs to reflect. They shouldn't have to restrict what language they speak to accommodate for one guy who can't be bothered to try to at least have conversational Spanish. I'm not saying that learning a language is not difficult, but I am saying Duolingo. Since you gave them the ultimatum and decided that you're not going, don't be pissed about it. You're the one who gave the ultimatum anyway. So let's go to the next one. This one is a bit longer. Am I the a-hole for getting drunk at the family Christmas party even though my kid was there because it was my ex's weekend to look after our son? Yesterday, we had our Christmas dinner at my parents' place. My ex was invited as my parents still really like her and we have a son together. I am 23, she is 23, and our son is 5. This past weekend was my ex's weekend to have our son. Yesterday, when I got to my parents, I cracked a beer. I had one or two when people started arriving. I said hi to my son and ex, but I let her take over looking after him because like I said, it was her weekend and she wasn't drinking. As the night went on, I had a few more drinks and I won't lie, I had quite a buzz going on. At one point, my ex pulled me aside and asked me if I was drunk. I said yeah, and she got upset and said that my son was around and I needed to be in the right state of mind to look after him. We got into a kind of shouting match where I told her it was her weekend to look after him, so I was off the hook. We attracted attention from other people in the house and we stopped fighting. Later on, my mom was talking to me and she mentioned that I was out of line and I should have offered to split the time for the night looking after him. I'm torn because maybe I should have been more sober, but on the other hand, it was her weekend, and if it wasn't Christmas, I shouldn't have expected to be on call for the weekend to look after him. Am I the a-hole? You are not only an a-hole, but you are also a bad father. I'm just saying that. If you think of caring for your son as like being his babysitter, you need to reflect. A lot of reflection going on this season. You knew your ex and your son were coming over. It's okay to drink, but don't get drunk. Like, what if something happened to your ex? He needs his father. You know, some people are just not meant to be parents. Your son is still at the party. You're still his father. You're the a-hole and the bad father. Okay, for the next story, I thought this one would be interesting to read after the one we just read, so let's get on to it. Am I the a-hole for telling my family I wouldn't be coming to Christmas because I wanted my kids to remember the holidays with me sober? I, 25 female, come from a big family of drinkers. Every special occasion, kids' birthday parties, Easter, etc. is basically just an excuse for adults to get as drunk as possible. My mom and aunts are usually plastered before the food is even done. Before I had kids, I was a heavy drinker, from the time I got up to the time I went to bed. My family got me started drinking at 11. It was considered normal. Oh my god. When I found out I was pregnant with my oldest son, 3, I quit drinking completely. After I had him, I would occasionally drink at family gatherings, but could no longer keep up with everyone else who drank daily and would end up sitting by a toilet an hour or two in and miss the best parts. I now have another son and have completely stopped drinking. However, being sober at these family events made me realize how I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Not just the drinking, but the whole function in general. I let my family know I wouldn't be attending Christmas this year as I plan on doing something with just me and the kids. They asked why and I simply said I wanted to make memories with my kids sober and that I didn't want them around a bunch of people drinking and smoking. My aunts took this as me calling them all alcoholics and now are telling everyone I'm an a-hole for keeping my kids away from them. So, am I the a-hole? There is an edit, but I will talk about my feelings first. Obviously not the a-hole. Your family is problematic. I hope you're going through therapy because why are they making an 11-year-old start drinking and why is it normalized in that family? I hope your health is okay. Oh my god, drinking at 11. It's really cool to see that after taking a step back for your kids, you realize how weird this is. Like, why are they drinking day and night, you know? And I think your kids would have a much better experience at events and stuff without a bunch of adults people of all ages apparently smoking and drinking. And they are alcoholics if they drink from day to night every day and every event they are alcoholics in my book. Edit. Thank you for all your lovely words. We did it. We had an amazing Christmas at home filled with laughter and fun. The boys and I decorated cookies, went sledding, did Christmas crafts, watched Christmas movies, and overall had a wonderful day. Now that's a good mom. The guy before, a bad dad, but this mom, brilliant, amazing. Am I the a-hole for telling guests at a Christmas party I only got AirPods and $100? I'm 17 female. My mom is 48 female. Christmas came around and there was less presents than usual compared to other years under the Christmas tree, and I didn't mind. I wasn't expecting a whole bunch of presents because my mom and dad had to pay the bills. Plus, they had a trip to Atlanta. When Christmas came around, I got AirPods and $100 given by my brothers. I thanked them, and until the party came around, guests were talking and asked what everyone got for Christmas. And when it came to me, I said, I only got AirPods and $100. My brother started laughing. My mom and aunt looked at me in an annoyed type of look. It made me feel some type of way because my aunt rarely or ever gives me annoyed or stunned type of looks. After the conversation ended, my mom called me to her room to lash out on me, saying I was being ungrateful for saying I only. And I explained that was my way of talking, and I genuinely understood why I didn't get more for Christmas, because usually there's more gifts than 2. Nonetheless, I still appreciated it, even after the gifts were given. My mom told me she felt bad I barely got any gifts, and I told her I didn't care, and she thinks I'm annoyed or upset. Her assuming that I'm upset makes me annoyed. My mom has a history of constantly assuming I'm feeling a certain way when I'm not. The conversation ended between me and my mom. My aunt was about to leave because the party was ending. She gave me a hug and pulled me to the side. She said, "Be grateful for the things you have. What you said today was disgusting." And I had no words. After the party ended, it left me with some thought that I could have worded it better or simply left out only. I felt like crap afterwards. I wasn't expecting my aunt to say that to me. Reddit, am I the a-hole? Edit, I see a lot of people are confused on who got me presents. My 2 brothers got me AirPods and $100. My parents did not give me anything. I think you're the a-hole. I mean, there's only one implication of the word only. You know what I mean? I literally just used only in the sentence, so you see. Yeah, maybe you just weren't thinking right. It seems like you knew, like, oh, my parents they have to pay the bills, they're going on vacation, they can't afford a present for me, and it's fine. But maybe deep down inside you don't think it's fine. Write it in your diary or something. Am I the a-hole? I really do not like the gift my mom got me for Christmas. I loathe it. My family and I decided to do a $50 minimum Secret Santa gift game this year. We drew names from a hat on Thanksgiving and then presented gifts yesterday on Christmas. I got my mom and she got me. I know my mom pretty well, so I curated a lovely collection of gifts in the genre of self-care because this year had been really hard for her. Dad lost his past job a few months back, but he is good to go now. It was tailored to her preferences of scents, what would go good with the theme of her home, and what product she would definitely use from brands she trusted. My mother got me a canvas that is a collage of photos. It's photos from a trip that I hated and gave me massive trauma. It features some nice photos of scenery, but also photos of me and my fiance. My fiance and I hate photos of ourselves, together and personally. The photos we have of each other were carefully crafted selfies or taken with the other person's full consent. We do not like how we look in candid photos. Body image issues, dysmorphia, and dysphoria. She curated her gifts to me as per her taste. There is a shirt that is funny, but I'll never wear it willingly. Then a gift card to a clothing store that helped fuel a decade-long ED, eating disorder. TLDR. Am I the a-hole for not liking gifts that were not actually for me in mind, but the ones of me from a narcissist that triggered my and my fiance's dysmorphia and dysphoria? You're not the a-hole. You're not obligated to like any gifts you were given. You can be nice about it. Please be nice about it, but you don't always have to like it. I mean, some people are just bad gifters. But in this case, I think your mom just doesn't really care for you. I mean, you curated an amazing care package for her, and she basically gave you a package of trauma. So I think you should talk to your mom and tell her that, hey, you are triggering my trauma right now. So maybe just, not do that next time. Thanks. Set your boundaries. And donate your shirt. The gift card, donate your shirt, sell your gift card, get something out of it at least, or give it to someone else. And I hope you are healing this new year. That's all I have time for. I've been filming for like 33 minutes. I hope you liked this video. If this is the last video I'm gonna upload this year, I'm sorry. I hope you still like this video. It was very interesting. A lot of ups and downs. And yeah. I will see you all either next year or in the next video. So, bye.